once again, and welcome back to RikuNaceLand. My name's Jules, and we're playing Epic Battle Fantasy V again. In our Uncut Let's Play, we're about to fight another, let's call him voluntarily enemy. Holy shit, there's another one of those goddamn golems. I'm not stupid enough to take golems lightly. They're extremely heavy. Okay, whatever. The poor golem already crushed us a couple times. At least I think I remember it that way. That is kind of double trouble. Okay, let's deal with the blue flybots first, even though they're the least of our concerns. Sorry, the least of our concerns. Can Tundra kill them? Not quite sure. This is rather unlucky. Let's freeze this guy. Actually, maybe it would be smart to freeze the Pearl Golem. Smart ass. Guess he's dealing quite some damage. And everybody's attacking her only, and she's even siphoned. Can we just not? He's even vulnerable to that kind of damage. Holy. I should have just. Okay. The sad part about this is that Anna is the one who knows heal more. And she's also the one who's incapable of doing much right now, but luckily she can do this. We have a boss fight ahead, so I'm gonna save our limit break actually. So, normal attack, it's bio damage. So not for this guy, not for any of these either. We're gonna use it for this guy because he should be so low on HP that it doesn't matter. And he was. Now I'm once again wondering how to deal with that guy. We're gonna use the lightning strike here, of course. And then, well, he'll stay on very low HP for another round, won't he? He's resistant to earth damage, which would be higher. Magma and Tundra are the same basically, but Tundra is better. Wait, he's stunned. What a stunning turn of events. Tundra on this guy after all. That's even better. 2000, we got a crit in and he's very vulnerable, so yeah. I think we need to treat these golems like mini-boss and focus some serious damage in their direction. Somebody said that before. Didn't Natalie say that before we lost her? I remember this sentence, although it's been weeks for me, like actually 2 weeks since I last played. Last as it before this recording session, before this appeared. Okay? Or did Matt say that? Somebody said it before. That is bad storytelling here, guys. You've done better before. Also, yeah, they are resummoning ores. Also, we need to capture that ore. Upgrade our equipment, if you guys remember. Anyway, for now, frost arrow. Yeah, wait a second. I'm scared that our lightning strike will accidentally hit this guy and defreeze them or unfreeze him. Okay. Oh, he's stunned. That's awesome. So now, okay. So now this Tundra first, and then we're gonna try to freeze him for the same reason as before. He might unfreeze. Okay, he was frozen. He skipped his turn. We can now easily kill him. I'm just wondering about what we should actually do. We could use this. I'm gonna use the Sushi Cat to heal and deal some damage to this guy. Doesn't hurt him. Maybe we can actually capture him. Oh, actually we didn't hit him. Whatever. Or didn't hit him more than once. This one here. Not enough to kill, sadly. So, yeah, let's just get rid of the Pro Golem, just to be sure. Now the ore will attack us and die. I forgot that they do that. Okay, Lowlight's leveled up. We got ourselves another treasure, and then it is about time to proceed. Got another Amber piece and another 2 magma chunks. Wondering if he's stronger or weaker when the gate is open or closed, or if it has no effect on the fight. With these developers I can actually see that having some sort of impact. I'm wondering if there's another stick hidden somewhere over here, so I was just checking that, but I can't see any. Alrighty then, boss fight time. Did I already save? I think I did, but you can't save too many times, can you? We're gonna go in there, into the fight, we're gonna scan him, and if we fail, then we will upgrade our skills. I guess no, that's the smarter idea, because that way we know who we're actually facing, and it's a 3-wave thing, and that big robot seems to probably be in wave 3 then. So for now, easy start, lightning strike. And as easy as that was, now we have nothing to really back that up because, well, we can't use water attacks on these robots because they're resistant to them, because they're blue flybots. And my ass hurts. Not that it matters, but anyway, my butt hurts. I want to be a bit less inappropriate from time to time. Okay. Tundra, after all, won't kill, although it got closer to it than I thought. Now we have either 70% of freezing this guy, or we could be very certain that we kill the other guy. Fuck it. Let's do it this way. Okay, now we get an attack in. And the cool thing is we should be able to do something. Forget about it. Forget about it. 75 power. 75 power. We're gonna save the other one so that we can freeze an enemy in the new wave. Nolex is gonna use Sushi Cat so that we heal. And start with a full amount of HP into the second wave. Okay, these guys, we never got the time to analyze them. I'm wondering if we should waste a turn to do that now, if we should make sure that at least one of them is frozen. Well, making sure is the wrong phrasing. Phrasing! Did we figure anything out about their weaknesses yet? I somehow think like they're made of steel or something, so if we use fire attacks they will melt. That should work, but I'm not sure if it works that... Whoa! Way. Okay, so... the robots, they should be vulnerable to electric damage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna scan them. This is foe, thank you. Vulnerable to not electrical, but water and fire damage. Kinda sucks because I want to do this now. Heal more, just on Anna. So that she heals herself with an ocarina, however that works. Then I want to use the lightning strike for these guys, but that doesn't work. So the bubbly strike would be better. We luckily upgraded that some episodes ago and didn't use it since then, but now it's coming in handy. Didn't kill them entirely, but it killed one of them and damaged the other one. Which means that we can start ahead into the next wave. Especially with an airstrike like this, we can start the last wave. Now the problem is, this drone is similar to the other ones we fought, but a lot bigger. Agreed, it should be very vulnerable to lightning strikes, even though we should probably still figure out their weaknesses. I'm not sure. Still think we should. I'm not sure if we need to. I don't know its resistances either. I want to try if we can freeze it. You know what? You start with a lightning strike on this guy. He's definitely going to be dead afterwards because of the crits. Then you're going to try to freeze him. If freezing works, we're going to analyze him. If it doesn't work, we're going to attack him. Actually, Matt doesn't have that much to attack him with, does he? Is that what they call a Mac? It doesn't move like any beast I've ever seen. I mean, do you really think that's alive? Pretty sure that's a mecha or Mac. It's a mecha book. I feel like I need to apologize for that joke. Okay, ice fire is all fine, but nothing's really awesome. So let's waste a turn to scan our enemy, the Bubbler MX-01, which is a very precise name. This big metal beast. How do we attack it? It doesn't even have a head. Does it have a heart at least? I think we just always hit it until it gets some scratches, and then at some point it'll probably fall apart. I mean, if we could aim for certain body parts, I'd probably either aim for this part, like from up here, down here, so that we could chop off its legs, which would kind of suck, or get something stuck in here, which looks like either it's cannons, but he has a cannon here, so it's probably for, I don't know, cooling or something. So it will probably explode if we filled this with something. But that's not how this game works. So this guy, the Bubbler MX-01, a great bargain. It's a fridge by day and a security bot by night. It uses powerful ice, water, wind, and bomb attacks. Okay, I see. Electricity is definitely the thing to go for here, but he's 100%, or it is 100% resistant 2, stunning and freezing, as well as some other stuff, but yeah, that's the main problem here. So, I'm not sure if he'll call for backup. I'm just gonna assume that he doesn't, and since Matt doesn't have any attacks for either of these guys, Matt is gonna focus on the blue flybot, while our friend Noblex is definitely gonna start attacking the bubbler because he has the best attacks for it. But since Anna also has awesome attacks for it, she could also do that. On the other hand, we still have the limit break here. Mother Earth. Massive magical bio damage. Meh. Well, foes it poisons them. Also doesn't work on this guy. High accuracy clears the weather, so no more airstrikes. Could come in handy, could be a problem as well though. This one is massive physical earth damage. The damage is higher. We don't have the problem with the not working status effect because it doesn't even try to inflict any. And the resistances are the same here, but not here. Since it hits all enemies, I want to make sure that at least this guy dies. On the other hand, maybe we should just avoid using it at all, just use our spark arrow. Or we should use the spark arrow to kill the blue flybot first. Not sure if that was smart, but whatever. My special arrows do a lot of damage, but they're also very good at inflicting powerful status effects. Just not on this guy though. Holy shit. We need to retreat! I know how to fight this sort of monster. I kind of agree, and we can't even lower its... Fuck that. Those kind of airstrikes are also pretty horrible when you're fighting a boss, by the way. Electrical damage. Matt could use Temper, but it only works for one enemy, for one ally. Protect, buff the defense of all allies, including those in backup. It's time to do that. Matt is our support character for this match. How do buffs even work? I thought they stack, but apparently they don't, so they just override the previous buff completely? That is a rather late tutorial, but I appreciate it. Better late than never. 9 lives seems like it's appropriate. On the other hand, the lightning strike is always appropriate. Let's make sure that we survive another round. Auto revive. We could use the limit break after all. I mean, now the mighty oak actually works. On the other hand, blessing ourselves also doesn't sound like the worst idea. We should have done that after all. Damn it, I'm a bit late, but better late than never. Pray to Mother Earth to punish my foes. I've been a good servant and protected Greenwood. I think I deserve this favor. I thought that was still part of the prayer, so I read it like a prayer, but it was just her being weird again. Okay, whatever. At least we got our second chance. Second chance. Ah, TTT, of course. I was just thinking, where did I hear that word a lot? By the way, if you guys haven't checked out my Trouble in Terrorist Town Let's Play, I'm playing with some friends. If you do so, I recommend episode, for example, episode 9 is pretty awesome because of the reversed mind game we're playing there, or I'm playing there on the Trader. Episode 8 is quite great as well. Feel free to check it out. Anyway, did y'all miss me? I plan on sticking around. Of course you do. Of course you do. What do we do? What do we do? Buffing his attack power. We already did that. We can buff his attack power. He's a girl though. We can buff her attack power, and we're gonna do that. So these two are both brave now. We deal more crit hits, can't be hit by crit hits, we block attack and magic attack debuffs from direct attacks. So, more lightning strikes on our enemies. Since we can't inflict them with any sort of status effects, it's all about just dealing a shit ton of damage. Maybe I could have healed because I'm stupid and I forgot that auto revive, although it worked for another round, doesn't affect Anna anymore if she already auto revived. Sometimes I'm not so smart, am I? I think we're gonna lose this fight, which is kind of sad. This was quite neat, the Ed Hardy glue, but the question is, does it work? Because most status effect work on this guy, but I don't see any sign of enchants not working. And since this usually has a 100% chance, it should also work on this guy. Bossing foes around is actually even more fun than eating them. Maybe I've become a pacifist after all. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but whatever. Enchanted enemies and also enchanted allies look really weird, by the way. They look like they're really sick. But anyway. A sushi cat obviously would help us because we would heal. I'm not sure if that's what we should go for. I think we should go for just dying now and accepting our fate. Okay, this is so close that I'm actually happy this worked out this way. This, I don't know. Don't ask how this just happened or how it is impossible that this worked. But it worked. Sadly, only No Legs got this insane amount of XP, but better just one person than nobody. The gate is closed. It didn't have any effect on the fight, I guess. We got this. First try. A sort of boss fight. I'm happy with that. We could enhance some of Matt's attacks. The thing is, Matt is, as I said, not very useful against enemies who are mainly vulnerable to electricity. A lot of these guys are also vulnerable to water attacks, though. Since we just had a boss who also was resistant to water attacks, I'm assuming that the upcoming enemies are not going to be resistant to water attacks anymore, because we have quite some of those. But since we're still going to fight some robots, I'm assuming, it may be a smart idea to increase our torrent to a typhoon, which will then be a powerful water attack which still hits a single target and may wet targets, but it also has a high crit rate, which is quite neat, an extra wet chance, which is not that important, and a higher power, which is great. It sounds cool, but also not awesome. I'm wondering if one of these is better. Temper. I mean, Matt is pretty good at buffing when it comes to just increasing the attack of somebody else. Whenever he can't attack, he's given somebody else with temper pretty great buffs. So this is actually something I would like to increase too. We can go for the typhoon and then actually for temper too, because we still have enough AP left. We can give him a holy attack too. That can come in handy from time to time. I've heard it doesn't really matter. And for 15 AP we can also learn a new skill here. And even upgrade it for 50. Whatever, doesn't matter. I heard. Okay, Spark Arrow, I want to upgrade that, but we need another couple of AP for that. Also then the question obviously is, do we upgrade the Frost Arrow or the Spark Arrow? The Spark Arrow works just as the Frost Arrow, but we upgrade it to a Spark Shower. It works just as the Frost Shower, as it was called as well. Single target, more damage, higher chance to stun, or multiple targets randomly, and then a lower chance to stun and lower power. But as I said, hitting multiple targets. We're gonna save up either way. Here we could increase the amount of healing that's being done with 9 lives, which actually is pretty neat. What else could we do? We could increase Sushi Cat's power, which would also increase our healing. Sushi Cat, we haven't really used that much anymore because it wasn't that strong. But then again, Snow Cats are gonna be even stronger if we skill them again. It sets up freezing combos. How so? It doesn't do anything different than before. So I'm a bit confused. How does it set up freezing combos? I'm not gonna risk anything by leveling that just for an effect that I don't understand. I think it is time to actually increase our healing that we can do with 9 legs. Although Sushi Cat's still something I want to increase in the near future. Lightning Strike is still our main attack. The question is, do we want to increase Bubbly Strike as well? Because as I said, we have faced quite some enemies who were robots and thus technically vulnerable to lightning and water damage, but who were then water typed so that they had a resistance against water damage. And recently we've met, I think, 1 enemy type, and 2 of them or 3 of them in a single wave, that was actually resistant to lightning instead and very vulnerable to water. For those kinds of enemies, it would be smart to have this sort of attack. That's why I just did that. We're gonna save and we're gonna go inside in the next episode. Goddamn cliffhangers, guys! Thank you very much for watching another episode of Stardew Valley. Wait, what is that? Wait a second. Epic Battle Fantasy 5, that's what we're playing. I forgot the title for a second, god damn it. It's all his fault. It's only his fault. We're gonna meet him soon, I guess, because he has to be somewhere in this castle, right? Thank you for watching another episode of Epic Battle Fantasy 5 in our Uncut Let's Play here on RikuNaceLand. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for every sort of feedback you're giving me, whether it be with a thumbs up, by sharing it on social media. Feel free to let me know if you shared my content so that I can give you a shout out as well in any way. And of course, like retweet it or whatever. And of course, feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions, or just wanna tell me how much you hate me. It's perfectly fine. Guys, have a great day, good morning, good evening, and of course an awesome night, depending on what time it's right now. We're gonna see each other next time when we're playing Epic Battle Fantasy. Take care, guys. Bye, everybody.